Hello, it is only me again. Right, where are we going? We are going more on the secret temple. I did that much yesterday. I don't know if you see that. Yeah. I mean, some of that bit was already done, I think, a little bit of it. But I did neaten this up, this edge up. Right. So, let us see. Oh, God. I apologise, I've got itchy ears again. Eczema in the ears is not nice. Right, going back 1, 2. Right, so let us bring this little bit I think that's the line. Let's see. Yes, it is. Right. So, let us begin. Take it onto my lap. Oh dear. Well, today I'm waiting. Hopefully, Temu. Actually, I ought to just double check on that, shouldn't I? I know my FedEx, from my fabric supplier, wholesaler, is coming today. There. Oh, it's out for delivery. Oh, goody goody gumdrops. So this is my Temu, so this is perfect timing because this will have my templates. Oh dear. Yeah, my templates and my and then in the fabric I've got the fabric, the main bit. I've got the sheet, and over in one of those drawers over there, one of my donor boxes, I've got the wadding. So then the fun begins and I have to cut it all down. So I might even show you that. I might even do a little mini one of me, you know, prepping it all ready, and you know, if you'd like to see that, that is. Right, let us get a cup of tea. I've sort of semi-cleaned out my little thing, but it needs a soak. I'll soak it tonight because it was looking very tea stained, wasn't it? All right. I'll give it a soak tonight as I give myself a soak tonight. I can have a shower tonight. Oh, yes. Right. I don't know why I'm looking. I'm going to look on my, what's it called? My iPad. For my app, for my Sexy Wang Ebo. But of course I'm not doing my Sexy Wang Ebo. I'm doing the lovely Secret Temple. Right, let us see. Right, which ones are we going to start with? I think, well, I'm going to be doing 2 loads today, aren't I? At some point. Oh, nearly at the end of this row. I'm having to do it on its side, as you can see. Right, so we're going to go do 2 loads today. Yeah, I could have done with something down there just so I know where the stick is. But I'm waiting for the postman to come so I can post my parcel off. Somebody made an order for a gold man. Now, if anybody doesn't know what the gold man is, it's in the Untamed, and Wi Ying basically goes into empath mode, and he sends the gold man to do his bidding. So yeah, and I have a red paper man, a red man, which is him before he turns into the gold. Right, 310. I was going to do that one to get it over and done with. Of course, they're not in order, are they? Oh, yay. Right. There's not much of this. Oh, I need that light on, just to give me a bit more light. I know the bulb is sort of trying to play silly buggers. It keeps going dim. Oh dear, my hands are feeling all slippy on this. I don't know about you, but every now and then my fingers on the thing, it goes slippy, and I could do with some grip on this. And so when you're pushing down, it's like your hands are going up. Right. Yes, so I had craft group yesterday, and that was nice. We all we didn't do any crafting, funnily enough, because my friend, the main lady who runs it, wasn't there. We had things planned to do, but we just sort of went along with whatever we felt, and we just basically sat and chatted. And we cleared the air of a lot of things, of a lot of what's like, what, you know, talked about, you know, things that have been going on in our lives and everything. So that was good. And so, yeah. So we did have actually, you know, even though we didn't do any crafting, we did have a giggle, which was good. Definitely needed. So I'm going to think of something which I'm going to do. I think it might be hand sewing, maybe. I might have to hunt out my other squares that I've got. I've got a whole pile of squares somewhere, and I don't know what I've done with them. And I want to find my zips. And then, yeah. Yes, so that would be a few things I want to do. I want to add some other things. And I realised that all I do day in, day out is like basically diamond painting. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it. But there are other things I want to do as well. And it's trying to find the time to fit it all in. Ooh, that's a 3. We'll have that down there. So we will at some point. Yeah. Because I like doing a bit of bookbinding. My version bookbinding, that is. And a bit of hand sewing, bit of machine sewing. Yeah, oh, I have done up those pillows, those cushion covers I did. And show you. I keep thinking I really do need to get a car, because then I can do a few more craft fairs. But then that's in my head, I can do the craft fairs. In my body, it's probably going to turn around and say, don't be bloody daft, because they are very tiring, very, very tiring. The build up to them, you know, getting the stock ready. Then it's the, you know, the unloading and the loading. And I used to have a trolley that I did some of it on, but I haven't got that anymore. And also it's a case of if I go long distances without my crutch, I can wobble a lot, and I've been known to fall over, and I don't particularly want to do that, so I won't be able to very well steer the trolley to the destination and use my crutch at the same time. So it'll be a bit of a weird one. So I probably won't be able to. I just need to find some more craft fairs that are actually in my town. But we will see. Right. Yeah. Well, kids are back to school this coming week. Wednesday, I think it is. My grandkids all go back. Well, not all of them, not the little one. Right, yeah, so it's... So I'll be going and seeing them again at some point over the weekend, not sure when. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, let's drink this before it goes cold. Too late. Well, it wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot. I do love this one. You know, I was doing a bit of the Rainbow Cove yesterday, and as I was doing it, I was thinking, and it was just, yeah, it wasn't giving me the love vibes anymore. But this one, when I started getting on this one, I went, yes, 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 love it. Yeah. What is everybody working on? Well, I've looked at drills and chills again, and I've decided I am going to do that painting because nobody else is doing that painting that I've got. And I think I want to spread it out there because it is gorge. And I think it's a bit Halloween-y. A bit on the old scare monster. Because you don't really expect Alice from Alice in Wonderland to be sort of scary of a sort. But she is. And that's nice. It's like showing her the dark side, her wild side. So, you know, and yes, I say lots of people dress up for Halloween, don't they? And they don't just all dress up as witches and wizards. They dress up as, you know, zombies and normal clothes but with blood down it and stuff like that. And so, you know, I can't see how Alice would not make it through. And if she doesn't make it for the grand prize, well, so blooming be it. There's still lots of little prizes in between. So, and that'd be a, by the by, that'd be a, you know, I mean, I don't just do it for the prizes. Yes, it'd be nice to win some, but, you know, I do like doing it to sort of try and choose a different piece of artwork to everybody else, should we say, so then I can sort of share that artwork and people, you know, might then start thinking, oh, there is life beyond the diamond painting which shall not be named. It was a noisy bugger, wasn't it? He's a bit of a scuzzy. Look, I got the bloody pot here for my... These are my rubbish and the ones that fall off and everything else like that. It's not just for this painting, obviously. This is for about, I don't know how many paintings I do. Every painting that I do, basically, because I just usually have it open. But, I mean, at present, all I've been doing is picking up the drills and just throwing them on the blooming and whatnot, or in other pots, and it's ridiculous because I've got this big pot. Let's use it. Oh dear, what a idiot. Have I got it? Yeah. Yeah. So, oops, sorry, didn't mean to whack you one. Yeah. Listen to the silence, isn't it nice? I do like. I don't mind my own company. I do like it at times. Times I can annoy myself, but you know. That just perks it up when I have an argument with myself. Which I have to say isn't that often. I talk to myself, yes. Oh dear, sorry. Yawn mode again. Nearly done this 310. This is nice because there isn't so much of it. I mean, there is a little, you know, in places there's quite a bit, but not really. I mean, in comparison to like a Mandy Manzano, the 3110 outline is very minimal. And I do like the effect. Right. Well, my drills apparently aren't going to be shipped until for 6 days. Oh God, that's because they're making the order, sorting it all out. We've finalised everything because when you place an order with Evermoment, you place the order, you buy what you want, and then you have to send them a list. Now sometimes the message doesn't work, so you have to send it via email, but you do the message first, and then they sometimes get back to you and say, please can you send this by email. They do like it in an Excel or a numbers type spreadsheet, because then it saves them writing it all the numbers out individually to create one. So that's what I do. I do it on my Excel spreadsheet, and then I send it across to them, and yeah, they get back to you, and that can take a few days for them to finalize and say, well, we haven't got this color in yet at this moment, but would you accept blah blah blah, which they give you the alternatives, and you can say yay or nay, and then yeah, so that's all right. And then they say, right, we'll crack on and get making them, because, well, for me, I wanted a whole pack. I wanted the whole, they do 445 colours, so 445 colours, one bag of each colour. I ordered that one. Now that was £24, and they are resin, and they are bloody good resin. So £24 and some change, I think it was. So, you know, if you think about like Art Dot, which are not resin, they're acrylics. And let's see, where can I do? Wrong one. Let's go to that one. Go away. Right. Art. Whoops. Dot. Drills. Right, yeah. Okay, Art Dot Drills have definitely come down. The round ones for Art Dot Drills, they would have been £16.99, but they're now down to £12.74, which isn't bad, I suppose, but I don't like Art Dot Drills because they're different colours. They don't, I know they're DMC, but they sort of, the shades, and they're acrylic, and I don't like that. I'm a bit of a drill snob. But for £24, just under £25 for resin, which, if you think £16.99 for the Art Dots that they're usually at, call it 17 quid. Okay, call it 16 quid. You know, for about 6 quid more, if that, yeah, you are getting decent drills, you know, proper resin drills. And, you know, and they're from Evermoment, which are they're the place to get drills, basically. If you're going to get drills that have minimum trash, then it's, in my opinion, it's definitely a no-brainer for Evermoment. All right, let us do the next dark one. The one that looks like a tent or a campfire. Yes. So I ordered that. 445 of them. I've ordered 250 plain colours, not plain colours, other colours, individual ones, bags. Some I needed like 20 bags, some I needed 5, some I needed just, 2, and just 1, because when I add the other ones that I'm getting, because how I've done it is, oh, that one's upside down. I wonder if I couldn't see that one. Because how I do it is, I think I'll probably do this more in future, and that is get the 445 coloured drill packs that they have, because it's one drill pack. And quite a lot of my paintings that I get, especially if I get them from Threadbare, which I do, they are like 300, 400 colours. And so, you know, quite a lot of them just only want one bag. I'll just need one bag of them. So if I get that, then I'm guaranteed all the ones that I need one bag of, I've got in that pile. And yes, I'm going to end up with a few spares, but that's quite handy to have. Means I might need less next time. So for some of the colours that I might need, say 2 bags, then I only need to order 1 bag extra, because I've already got 1 bag in the other way. Oh, am I doing it right? I haven't done... Yes, I have. God, for a moment there, I thought I was suddenly doing trees. Yesterday, I got all my pots muddled up. Don't ask me how. It's because well, I think I know how, actually. Oh, there it went. If I see one that I missed, I'll get a pot. I'll get the pot out of that one, and I'll just pond dive into it. But then I put the lid down, of course, then I pick up the wrong lid. So yesterday, I was there doing a bit of, well, that doesn't quite look right. I wouldn't have noticed as well if it hadn't been that I had a brown symbol, and I had, the only pot left I had was a blue one. And I was thinking, oh, this isn't quite right. Yeah. Not good. I'm so tired. You know, this diet's supposed to make you all a bit more lively, more energy, they say. Not me, it hasn't. If anything, it's just knocked me out. So I'm wondering whether that's just my fibro that's just been... I do have CFS, chronic fatigue as well. I get that intermingled with my fibro now. So, I mean, fibro is a bit similar to CFS. So, you know. Don't know whether it's one or the other. It could just be my a bit of a CF flare-up. But I would have liked to have had the energy. But I haven't. Yesterday, oh my God, yesterday was a bad day. Well, I went to the shops, didn't I? Because I thought, well, I need some more celery sticks and I need some more fish. And then I got thinking about, you know, well, I'm already in remission, apparently, so why am I still doing this? Because other people said, you know, why are you doing it still? If you're not, if they were in remission, they wouldn't be doing it. And I'm thinking, And so I got some bits, and of course, because I was hungry at the time I went shopping, doesn't help. I got some snacky bits, didn't I? Like crisps, which is the worst thing I can do. And so yesterday I had, because they were the, you know, several packs in a, you know, 6 packs crisps. I got the cheapest ones. And yeah, well, there went 4 bags. That was a meal in itself. But I didn't stop there. Oh no, I had the 2 boiled eggs that were in the fridge. Hard-boiled eggs. And then I had some carrot sticks and some celery sticks. Yep. So I basically, but then again, having said that, yesterday I didn't have 3 of my shakes. So I don't know. I think I've definitely over because of the crisps. And I shouldn't have got them. I should have just stuck to getting 1 bag, but I couldn't make up my mind between the ready salted and the what was it? The bacon one. So I got both, didn't I? And that's the thing. And then when, of course, I ate them, then I had a bad stomachache, a bad LPR, my laryngopharyngeal reflex, silent reflux was playing up, and my stomach was playing up, and Oh my God. So I have just come to the conclusion that I must just be allergic to food. Because it was like being back to normal again, you know. The pain in my stomach had returned and everything else. And I'm there going, oh, for God's sakes. And when I'm on the shakes, I don't really get that. I don't get any pains in my stomach, you know. I just get hunger. So I could probably live off of shakes till the cows come home. Timu, my packet is arriving. God, how many? I like the fact that they keep you on track, but, you know, they keep you in the loop. But bloody hell, talk about keeping me so much in the loop. I mean, this is probably about, this one order. This is probably about the 20th email. Probably more. 20th of email saying about it. Because I get, you know, about 6-7 emails a day. And some of them are just saying exactly the same thing. Right. Between 12:30 and 2:30, my Temu parcel's coming. And my FedEx parcel is coming anytime now between now and 12:40, I think it was. Yeah, so let us see. Let us pray. No. Oh dear. No, it doesn't even give me a... Oh, I give up. Maybe it's on the messages, is it? Ah, there it is. Between 8:40 and 12:40. Right, so we've got a little bit of time. And then it is here. Perfectamo. I might go and... no, I don't particularly want to open the door because it's noisy enough as it is. If I open the door, it's going to be even noisier. But yes, where are we now? Oh God, only pick them up and you drop them. You don't know where they've fallen. You hope that they've fallen in the tray. No way would they have fallen right bang on the part that you wanted them to fall on, would they? No. Oh, don't start. I've only just topped you up, so don't start going... Oh, please don't go on unstick mode now. Oh, you know, you were topped up not so long ago. I'm fed up of this. Right. Very good. I'm going to give this one a whirl again. I know it's a single placer. A single placer. Oh, that click. I love it. Love that click. Definitely on the trees next. Right. Ay, 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 ay. It's going to be horrible soon because in October the clocks go back and so it's darker. Oh, I don't like it. I mean, at times I do, but I don't really. I want it to be light until at least 10 o'clock at night. I'm just going to do this pen for these ones which are twos, but for any that are more than like ones and twos and possibly threes, I will multi-place those. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. And I know I like this painting, but, you know, I want to cut some of my material when it comes. And for that, I'm going to have to clear off this table, get my cutting mat down from upstairs, my other cutting mat, smaller one, get the batting out, wadding, to everybody who doesn't know, and yeah, and prepare, so then I can just sit down later on in my comfy chair, a sofa, which I have to clean off first off. I can put a video on, not a video, DVD. Show my age now, aren't I? And yeah. Oh, that reminds me, I've got 2 videos that I want to transfer to DVDs. I used to have a video and DVD recorder machine, but it died a death before I got round to doing that. Not for pirating reasons or anything like that, but I've got 2 videos of my son, and I think one's my daughter, when they were little. And of course I've got nowhere to watch them now, so I want to get them transferred over to DVD, so then I can, you know, do them copies. And that'd be nice. And the one of my son I really want to watch, because it was around the same time that he got meningitis and meningococcal septicemia. He was 18 months old, and oh my God, that was a scary time. The doctors expected him to come away with limbs missing, but we were so lucky he didn't. Yeah. But they don't know whether some part of when he had that was, he came, you know, he had came up with his autism and his ADHD. They don't know whether some of that maybe, you know, was triggered by it. But yes, so yeah, we were so lucky. He was in hospital for a week. Lumbar puncture. Thank God I wasn't around when they gave that. They made certain that I wasn't, because I was just in a daze. Yeah, not good. So we're very lucky to have him around now. So in some ways, you know, I think that's why I treat him a bit differently. Not favoritism, because I don't believe I do favoritism. I just worry about him more. And my daughter, I'm absolutely made up with. I'm so proud of, because, you know, she's got her head screwed on straight, wicked sense of humour. She's, you know, I don't have to worry about her because she is sorted. She is lovely. You know, I still worry about her, don't get me wrong, but I don't have to worry as much about her. You know. Bless her. But it was a very scary time. Golly, there's a lot of these little tents. Just when I think I've sort of finished in this little area, I realise, oh no, I haven't. There are more hiding amongst the trees. It's like a campsite, a complete campsite. So I've got the trees. I suppose we can make those little squares into the toilet cubicle blocks. The next ones alongside it can be shower blocks. The arrows can be the grass, the play area. Where the reds are, that is the fire safety place. Oh my God. Right. I thought this is number 2. Or was it that one where I realised was 3? Was that the one I was seeing? I think it might have been. Okay, we'll go down. I've got to put a bit of washi tape on the bottom of this here, because that works. They don't all bunch down the bottom then. Get in there. Oh. Yeah. God, remembering my school, my secondary school, remembering going up to that, how excited I was. Yeah, going up to the big school. Ooh. Getting the new books, the you know, the notebooks, the rough books we called them, where you'd write down your things in rough. And of course, you've got to bear in mind, this is before sort of computers and the ilk. None of us had smartphones, so, you know. It was 79 when I went to my next school, the secondary school. And yeah, that was, you know, the excitement of the first day of going up and seeing all the new people and stuff, because the secondary school was where all the other little primary schools in the catchment area would then go up. So you weren't just going up with ones from your school. You were going up with some of the ones, you know, with the others from the other schools. Yeah. first day going into I love getting the you know, the list of things that you have to, you know, things that you'd need to getting on with school supplies. Yeah. Mad, crazy, really. And then you go to a thing where they give you your rough books, which were grey, for you to write your notes down, because, you know, as I said, you'd have to take notes in class, especially ready for the homework, because you didn't have, you know, the internet. The only thing you had were books from the library for resources, or the encyclopedias. Yes, if you're ever wondering what they were used for. And some of us didn't have the full set of encyclopedias. We just had sort of an abridged version. Or you'd ask your parents. Stuff, yeah. Some. Yeah. Much. Yeah, nowadays you've got whiteboards and everything else. No, we had blackboards and blackboard rubbers that went whizzing past your head when you'd been naughty, or you weren't doing what the teacher wanted, or just because. I mean, there was one lad who came up from my my primary school, and he wasn't very good with a lot of the subjects, but give him maths and he was an absolute whiz. He really was. He could suss it out no problem. And it was which was quite weird, because the maths teacher, a Miss Page, always a Miss Page, she was having a fling with the art teacher, Miss Cork. I mean, kind of like says it in the name, really, Miss. I know I'm a Miss, but I'm not. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, when you're school kids, anything like that, and you're so like, oh. But, yeah, and she was the evil one, Miss Page. She would be the one that would throw, you know, blackboard erasers at us. She'd get really cross with us if we didn't do what she thought we should be capable of doing. And what she didn't realise was a lot of it was her demeanour. You know, we thought, oh God, it's Miss Page's maths class. Oh God. We would just sort of go, the fear would start in us, because we knew what she was like, and her expectations of us were ridiculous. Because, you know, we're school kids, for God's sakes. You know, attention span of a goldfish. You know, so we all basically kind of like, as soon as we realised that this lad was a whiz in maths, we kind of like hid behind him of a sort. We'd egg him on to get the answer, and bless him, he would. He'd save our bacon a lot of times. You know, I'm not saying he was like the Hermione Granger of maths, but, you know, he won't pass short. And it was nice because, you know, in every other class, the poor lad got a bit of a bum deal from the teachers, you know. But, yeah, in maths, he outshone. And it was nice to see him get, you know, not go through, you know, their whatevers, the teachers. We all definitely hated sports. We had one main teacher, us girls, Miss McGiven. And then we had a sort of an assistant she had, Miss Wakefield. And oh my God, yeah. That was the time when the communal showers were horrible. I mean, there was nothing. We didn't have separate showers. Oh, no. There weren't those, you know, little cubicles where you showered on your own. Oh, no. It was everybody showered together. So everybody stripped off. Everybody went in and everybody hated it. You know, we didn't want to bloody strip off to you know, completely nothing on. Because then we'd get teased by a lot of the people, because some were sort of you know, they'd hit puberty a bit earlier than some. And so some of the ones who hadn't hit puberty were envious of the ones who had, and so they give them a hard time, or whatever, you know. And if you were shy of your body, then that made it even worse, because then you got teased even more. And the only reprieve you'd get was, please miss, I can't have a shower today. I've got a note because I'm on me period or whatever. And you think, oh, great. So you just be told to stand at the sink and just give yourself a quick wash. And it's not as if we really needed to bloody be in a shower, for God's sakes. I keep wondering about that. You know, it was just ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, yes, we'd done a bit of vigorous running or whatever else, but I mean, for goodness sakes, quick scrub under your arms and around your face and neck, and you're basically sorted. But yeah, a lot of us would try and get out, going into to play games, gym, sports, whatever, because we would then, there was a place where there were these big hot pipes, and part of the heating system for the school, and we used to love going in there, and especially in winter time we would go and huddle. We'd all try and get in there, you know. And if you didn't get in there first, you didn't stand a chance, you know, first or second, or know somebody who is already in there. And you'd try and sneak in, because then you could hang your clothes over the pipes. So when you came back in, your clothes were lovely and warm, which made all the difference. And sometimes some of us in winter would try and hide behind all the towels that were draping over them and the clothes and everything. So, I mean, you couldn't see us because there were so many things on there. And yeah, so teacher would have to come in and say, everybody out. You'll be doing 2 laps of the field if I catch you. And yet we still continue to try to be, you know, not get caught. Bloody mental, really, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Oh, an assembly. I don't know if your assemblies were anything like our assemblies. We'd girls on one side, on the left side, and boys would be on the right side. And on the stage would be where the teachers were. And the headmaster would come in, do his morning address and everything else like that. We'd have some people would be doing things like, especially from the music club, like we had a couple of people up. I mean, I even had to do it a couple of times and I didn't like it because the nerves just hit me so much to do float little bits just to break it down a bit, and you'd get really nervous and it was horrible. But our music teacher was ever so encouraging. He knew my nerves were, and he'd always get me back on track when he saw me drifting off, which was good. But yeah, so we'd have that. And then if anybody had done anything wrong, if there was some, or they were trying to find out who had done such and such, you know, the headmaster would be saying about it, and every teacher would be eagle-eyed watching all of us kids to see who showed signs of guilt. And unfortunately, every time they did that, I felt the blood rush up to my face. I felt myself going very red, and it wasn't me. It was like I was back home again, and my mother was accusing me of something and that I hadn't actually done. And you instantly go red because you know darn well you're going to get accused for it. And it didn't matter if you hadn't done it. But yeah. So yes, I would go quite red. And you'd have the odd fainter, the odd person that would sort of stand up to go outside to the toilets, because we then had to walk. Our chairs were there, the stage was there. There was an exit there and an exit there. That exit there took you to the remedial class and the boys' sports area and backstage. And this area here took you backstage and the girls' sports area. And so we'd have to go across the row, go down the edge and walk down and go out if you needed the toilet or you felt faint. And but then everybody, second you stood up, everybody would start watching you, and they'd be watching you walk down slowly, and you're fully aware of everybody watching you, and you're trying not to wobble and everything else, and you're feeling faint and everything else. And many a time you'd get some people get so far and they'd just go boom. And then one of the teachers would get off the stage and go and help you off and stuff. And it was, yeah. Yes, school assemblies. Why the heck am I getting that? Who the heck a field doctor? And why are you giving me grief? Why do you keep... We've been working hard in the kitchen over summer. Oh, God. I don't get it. Somebody's obviously spying on me to send me this shit. Excuse my German. Let's just try and block them. If I do that. Oh, it's just deleted it. I want to block them. Oh, well, I'll sort it out next time. Because you can't click unsubscribe. Because when you click unsubscribe, you only unsubscribe for about a month. And then they're back again with a vengeance. Which is really frustrating. Unsubscribe means leave my flipping mailbox now. Don't ever come back unless I subscribe to you again. Which I won't. But these little oiks don't listen, do they? Oh dear. My stomach's growling again. Oh, and I've woke up and come down, and it's like, it's the 30th already, for goodness sakes. And I've got to do the Ujima flip. The Universal Credit expenses thing again. Oh, spotted one. Right, there we go. Right, I'm going to do trees. Get it over and done with. There's a lot of them. Got more trees over this way. Where's the lid? There, nearly. All right. There's the trees, and we'll have that one down ready. And that one. Right, actually. Hot, 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 hot. Feeling hot, 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 hot. Right, we're going to do the squares. Because there is quite a few of these, and it might break it up a bit. And it's a different colour than darks. Yes, my stomach's growling. Oh, come on, parcels! I will do an unboxing of both of them when they arrive. Seeing as I've talked about it so much, you're probably wondering what I'm getting. So, oh, I mean, when you lay these down, they look a bit black, don't they? A bit dark, but they're green. They are green, olive green. Right, let's get this one again. I like that bit. Oh, so it didn't let go. Didn't let go. Thank you. Oh, I see. It didn't like it when I was there clicking for it. Okay. I won't take your job away. Well, you're not clicking now, are you? See if I care. I do care. If you run out of click. Yeah, you need more putty. Oh! Hey, yay, 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 yay. I do like this pen. It's not as heavy. It's kind of a good size. Yeah. So, oh, get on. Silence. God, remember doing HE, which was Home and Economics, for anybody that doesn't know, and mainly girls, because this was where it was the time when you know, sexism was well around, because girls could only do needlework, HE. The boys got to do TD, technical drawing, and woodwork. Oh, and football. And us girls wanted to do that. But, yeah. It's... Yeah, so HE would be great though in some ways, because especially if you were cooking, you take your ingredients, you'd always ask your mum, Mum, I need this for tomorrow. It was always for the next day, and it was things like you didn't have. And it was like, oh, why did you leave it to the last minute? Why couldn't you have told me this earlier? Oh, I forgot. I don't know. It was just something that we all did, didn't we? It was like we had a communal forgetfulness. It's like we'd all been Harry Pottered or Men in Blacked, you know. Whereas obliviate, you know. We wouldn't know until the day before. And then we'd all be going around, of course, the flipping teacher knew. So she made sure she had all those extras spare in her cupboard. which we'd have to borrow from and then pay her back. Yeah. And we'd all be around our cookers, 2 per cooker. And yeah, we'd have to make things like upside down cake, topsy-turvy cake, bread rolls, flaky pastry, sausage rolls, shepherd's pie, lasagnas, you name it. We made lots of things. We were taught how to cook, basically. And the great thing was that on the way home, you practically ate what you got, what you made. So by the time you get home, they would say, if you were doing scones, cheese scones, by the time you got home, there was like about 4 cheese scones left out of 12. Because you'd eaten them or you'd swapped them. Yep. I remember at home I'd be forever cooking. I'd be going into the cupboards all the time and thinking, right, we've got this ingredient and that ingredient, I can make blah. So I just go and make it. I did like my mum's chocolate cake. It was one that you could drop and it would crack. Oh. Not quite. I want Timu. Oh, I thought it was the postman. No, not the postman. It's Amazon. And for a change, I don't need Amazon. So, yes, I need I need FedEx, and I need the postman. So they're the ones that are needed today. Right. Yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, cooking, and we just, you know, you just go through the cupboards and see what there was. Oh yeah, her cake, her chocolate cake. Oh my God. Yeah, it would, you know, you could break the floor with it. But I liked it. It was sort of crispy burnt on the outside, but inside it was brilliant. In parts it was a little dry, but I quite liked that. It was something solid to sort of eat. And I remember going on a guide camp, and I'd always take a chocolate cake, and it'd always be the last thing left. And it was great because that meant that there was more for me because nobody else wanted it. Nobody else. There was a few that tried it and actually said, oh, that's really nice. And yeah, so then I did have to share. But the majority just turned their nose up at it because it just didn't look, you know, didn't look tasty. And you just thought, you don't know what you're missing. But I'm glad you don't know, because that means there's more for me. Oh, and her. How dare she? It's my cake. No. Oh God, we went to the Bath and West show because I was brought up down in the West Country, Dorset, and the Bath and West show. Oh my God! Oh yeah, lots of bloody cows showing and you know, farmer type animals, and then there was like we'd always try and find the joke stalls because there were some on there, and I remember buying some tea bags, which were laxative tea bags, and another laxative coffee, I think it was, or something like that. And so I took them, and I got the person that was supposed to be making the one of my friends to put them in the teapot and everything else like that. It was great as I was watching around, waiting for everybody to go down, you know, with needing the loo, which is stupid because let's face it, you know, there were like, I don't know, 50 of us girls and, you know, 5 or so, you know, guiders to help us and stuff. And I expected, you know, because we'd all sit around the campfire and sing campfire songs as we, you know, had cocoa or tea or whatever it was. And I think it was tea we had that time. And yeah, because it was still daylight. It was about tea time, that's right. And yeah, nobody, it didn't work. Obviously it didn't work. I was so surprised. I thought, I spent so much on that bloody thing and it didn't work. And it's like, well, yeah, the joke's on you, love. You know, you'd know now. But the problem was, the only person that actually needed the toilet a lot was me. And I think that was just because of my nerves, because I was watching and waiting to see who else would go down with it. And I was like, yay! Which was crazy, because if anybody had, and it got found out it was me, we could have had our beads taken off us, because the beads were hung at the front of the tent, and each tent you had inspections, and if you had made anything sort of extra for your tent, you know, like cup racks, you know, hooks or things like that, or welly things which were made out of bit of sticks, and you just shoved your wellies upside down on them over the post thing, or you found a bit of wood which had little bits coming off of it, and you'd turn that into a cup thingamajig. So if you made anything like that, it was you'd get beads, given beads. But also, if some things in your inspection like had failed, like we had little V-like sticks which we'd have to find, and we'd make a rack for our bags and our rucksacks to go on, to keep everything off the ground. And so we would so we'd get lots of those, put them along, and then we'd find long branches to put them along like that through those, and then we'd balance up, pack our things on. But if sometimes some of them were a little bit too low and they were like nearly touching the ground, we then got a bead taken off of us and stuff. And so we wanted beads. So if I'd been caught, yeah, I think we would have had beads taken off of us, and then my tent would not have been so happy with me. But yeah, can't believe it didn't bloody work. But of course, you don't think ahead when you're in that moment. You just think, oh, it's going to be fun. And then it's afterwards, if you get caught, that you sort of think, oh, maybe that wasn't so fun. But you don't think you're going to get caught at the time you're doing it. Yep. Oh my God, guy camping. Oh my God, there was one guy camp where the person, the love of my life, was helping out. I asked why he was helping out. It must have been with some, oh, I think he was Duke of Edinburgh, doing Duke of Edinburgh, and every now and then they were given chance to help out some of the local groups or whatever. And they were doing orienteering with us guys. And when he turned up, I went, oh, and everybody knew I liked him. Everybody knew. Poor lad. Yeah. Everybody teased me. Bless him. And funny enough, he was the son of the music teacher, and I liked the music teacher because he was really good. Our music teacher at school. He was really nice. So friendly, so helpful. Yeah. I was asked a couple of times to do because we had plays, and I was asked a couple of times to be sort of in the to audition for one of the leads or whatever, because they had to sing, and I could sing at that point, and he wanted me to do it, so we practiced doing some songs, and I did them really well, even if I do say so myself. He was well pleased and wanted me to sing, but I said, no, I can't. I'll be in the chorus, but I can't. I didn't want anybody looking at me. I couldn't handle that. Oh God, that was horrible. Thought of people looking at me. I could be in the chorus because I'm not the centre, shall we say. I'm hidden in with the chorus. But yeah, a couple of times that happened. I just couldn't. My nerves just wouldn't allow me to, which was such a shame because I could have done so much. But well. If I didn't have my nerves and I didn't mind being looked at, I could have done okay. And there was lots of other girls. Well, there's two main other girls who had no problem singing in public, no problem whatsoever. And I just thought, they're so confident and they had good voices, and I was kind of like jealous of them. Not of the fact of their singing or anything like that, but the fact that they could get up there and do it. And I couldn't. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had tried, because when I was in the church choir at one point, they wanted, I was going to do a solo in one of the songs that they were going to do, and I couldn't do it. I practiced it, and at the time I opened my mouth and nothing came out, and in the end Ruth, she stepped in and she sort of just took over for me, which was good. But I was mortified at the end of that. I said, I don't remember, nothing came out. And yeah, it was horrible feeling, because you knew you had that chance and you knew you could, you know, make your mother proud, kind of thing, even if, you know, it wasn't. And then, you know, at the end it was like, I don't recall getting any comfort. I don't recall that. I just recall being sort of going off into my bedroom and crying after church because I just couldn't do it. But yeah. I mean, I could sing no problem in with other people, but I just couldn't on my own. And then, of course, the more you don't use your voice, it kind of like loses. See, I used to cycle up and down my village, singing away, you know, at the tops of my voice. Didn't mind other people hearing it that way. But when I was asked to do something, no way. Right, I think I have got them all. I hope I've got them all. Where are we at now? Oh, 1 hour 20. Right, I think I'm going to stop now and continue on off cam. And yes, I shall be back at some point with unboxings. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hopefully, she says, fingers crossed. What time are we on now? We're on 12 minutes past 8. Well, my Hermes or whatever, yeah. They probably won't come today. But I want them to. I need them to, please. And FedEx. Right. On that note, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you very soon in the next one. And hopefully I'm going to finish this bit and maybe that last little bit there, because that's another 2 bits. Oh, what a bit. But it is looking good. It is looking absolutely fabaroony. Yes. And I really like this because it's like Japanesey themed, you know, or Chinese themed. And I imagine my Lanzhan and Wei Wuxian, you know, standing on the bridge looking into each other's eyes and kissing. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I'm big for Joshi at heart. But at any rate, on that note, I will say tutty bye. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe and share. And yes, see you very soon. Love you all. Bye.